Okay, dear students, good morning. Shruti, Priyanshu, Janvi, Parimal, and Parijain. Uh, Good morning to each one of you. Asmita, good morning. So, dear students, today I'm going to tell you what is going to be there, like in what way you should prepare and how you should attempt the questions for your final exam in your final examination. Okay, so let's go question by question. So, dear students, like one sample paper reading skill I shall be uploading today for you. So please attempt it today, so that and then the answer will be published, might be on Sunday morning. Okay, I shall publish the answer on Sunday morning. But before Sunday morning, I would like you to complete these reading skill questions and send me on Google Classroom. Okay, you can upload on Google Classroom the answers of the reading skill that I'm going to give you today after my class gets over. Okay, immediately after my class gets over, within half an hour I shall upload your sample paper. Please start working on it, and after you start working, after you do it on a notebook, you take the pic, convert it into PDF and upload it on Google Classroom. Okay, the answers of this will be given to you, uploaded on Google Classroom on Sunday morning. The answer of your reading comprehension skill which I am going to give you, because you will have two reading comprehension passages, dear students, of 10 mark each, right? There will be two reading comprehension passage of 10 marks each. So, and they are relatively difficult in the sense that you shall not find any direct question from the passage. Okay, therefore you need to think critically on it and work on upon this to be able to find the answer. Okay, so it is based on your understanding of the passage. Therefore I request you to go through the passage very minutely. I'm not going to send you one PDF file, otherwise what will happen, like you have to zoom it and all that, you have to read. Instead I'm giving it on my uploading it on my website, so that it becomes mobile friendly and you can go through the reading skill quite comfortably, right? So this is the first thing that I'm going to do, and you please send me by, positively by tomorrow afternoon you have to send me, positively by tomorrow morning you send me, right? So this is what you have to do. And let me tell you how you should approach the reading skill when it comes to attempting in the examination. Let me tell you, dear students, instead of reading the whole paragraph, you read first one paragraph, the first paragraph you read, and then you browse through the questions from number 1 question to number 10 question. For example, you just check all the questions and try to find out whether there is any question given from paragraph 1. Okay, if there is any question given, then immediately answer it, right? Then go on to the second paragraph, right? And then again you check the number of questions, whether any question from second paragraph is given. If given, immediately work it out. So this is how you should approach towards attempting your reading comprehension skill, right? Paragraph wise you read, instead of reading the whole paragraph and then again coming down to the first paragraph, coming back to the first paragraph and then again reading it. It will kill your time in the examination. So in order to save time, read paragraph 1, answer questions from paragraph 1, then proceed to paragraph 2, look for the questions from paragraph 2, and complete the questions from paragraph 2, and then paragraph 3, paragraph 4. Likewise you should approach, so that you save a lot of time in the examination. And moreover, dear students, you have a bonus time of 15 minutes in the examination. Like, you shall get 15 minutes of reading time before the examination starts. Therefore, in this bonus time of 15 minutes. Instead of reading all the questions from the first question to the last question, you focus only on the reading comprehension part, right? Because it doesn't make much of sense in going through all the questions in first 15 minutes. Rather, in English language and literature, what you need to do, you need to go through the passages in the first 15 minutes. If you can at least find out the answers of all the answers of the first passage, your purpose will be served. Understood? Therefore, in the first 15 minutes of reading time, what you need to do, you have to find out the answers from the first paragraph at least. And if you are fast enough, are able to find out answers from the first passage, then you pass on to the second passage also, right? So that is very important, very important. Remember this important tips, dear students. What you need to do in the examination, in the first 15 minutes of your reading time, you have to find out at least all the answers of the first passage. And if you are fast enough, it will be much better if you can find out in 15 minutes the answers of all the two passages. But it is not possible because it requires a lot of fast reading to be able to go through both the passage. But at least one passage of 10 marks, if you are able to find out the answers of in the first 15 minutes of reading time during the examination, it will be a great help for you, because you shall be saving a time of 15 minutes, okay, in the main time duration of 3 hours, right? So please approach your reading skill question in this manner. And I told you how to attempt the reading passage. Instead of reading the whole passage paragraph wise, together, what you do is you please read paragraph wise, so that you save a lot of time. Don't read the whole passage, read paragraph wise. Paragraph 1 you read, find out the questions from paragraph 1, answer questions if there is any, or if there are any, you can answer questions from paragraph 1. Then proceed to paragraph 2, see whether any question is there from paragraph 2. If there is any question given from paragraph 2, you work it out, you write the answer of this question, and then you proceed to paragraph 3. So this is how, dear students, you need to find out certain quick strategies as to how you can answer the English paper in 3 hours time. Otherwise, what will happen, like you shall be left with hardly any time, and as a result you shall leave out many questions. Always remember, in language papers like in Hindi, like in Sanskrit, like in English, you should never skip any question, okay? Because if you skip any question, your possibility of getting even average mark on that particular question is gone. So therefore, make sure that in the first 15 minutes of reading time, you should finish at least one passage, so that you can save that 15 minutes when the main examination starts for a duration of 3 hours. Okay, so this is how this is what should be your strategy for attempting the reading skill. And one more thing I would like to tell you, dear students, like as you know that your exam is divided into two parts. Part A consists of 40 marks and part B consists of another 40 marks. So I have instructions for you. What you need to do is, please do not club questions from part 1 and questions from part 2 together. Okay, like for example, if question number 3 belongs to part 1 and question number 7 belongs to part 2, do not write question number 7 after question number 3. Okay, write all the questions from part 1 together, then switch on to part B, and when you switch on to part B, write all the questions of part B together. Do not merge questions from part A and questions from part B. Understood? Then your paper, your answer script will look very clumsy, and it's very difficult for the examiner also to evaluate your question. Therefore, make your answer sheet very disciplined, and make your answer script look disciplined and beautiful. Okay, how to look it more disciplined and how to make it more beautiful? See, you have to answer all the questions from part 1 together, and then all the questions from part 2 together. This is number 1 tip. And number 2nd tip is, you should leave sufficient space between question number 1 and question number 2. Okay, at least 2 line space you leave between between each question. Like between question number 1 and 2 there should be 2 line gap. Between question number 2 and 3 there should be another 2 line gap. Between question number 3 and 4 there should be another 2 line gap. So this is another way to make your question answer script look more disciplined and neat. Okay. Then one more very important instruction I'd like to give you, dear students. Very important instruction. Please do remember. So what is the instruction? Say for example, in a multiple, because your part A comprises of all the multiple type questions, right? So what you need to do is, suppose you are answering question number 1. So question number 1A you are answering. Okay, and in question number 1A your answer is third. Say third option is your answer. Then what you need to do, how you need to do, you write question number 1A third, and then write down the sentence of the option number third. Okay, some students are either not writing third number, or they are leaving out the sentence. No, if you do like this, half mark for each question will be deducted out of 1. Remember this. Okay, so how you have to do it? You have to write, supposing that in question number 3B your answer is fourth option, then how to write? Third you write, then B you write, then fourth you write, and then the sentence of the fourth option you have to write. What is the answer of the fourth option? That answer in sentence you have to write of the fourth option. If it is a sentence, you write sentence. If it is a phrase, then you write the phrase. Understood? The option answer you have to write. If the answer is in phrase, you write that phrase. If the answer in that option is given in sentence, then you write the whole sentence. So how will you answer the multiple choice questions? Let me once again tell you. You have to write the answer of the multiple choice question. For example, in this manner. For example, you are answering question number 5. Okay, and you are answering question number 5C. Then how will you answer? You will write 5, then within bracket C, then within bracket, suppose the answer is, the option is 4. Option 4 is your answer. So 5C and option number 4 you have to write within bracket, and then write the whole sentence of that option. Okay, either it is whole sentence or whole phrase, whole word, whatever is there in number 4 option, you have to write. Then it is very easier for examiner to evaluate your answer script, and also your answer script appears to be more disciplined and more beautiful. So please do answer all multiple choice questions in all the subjects, not only in English but in all the subjects. This should be your approach towards answering multiple choice questions. Understood? You have to write proper number, option number, and the option answer in phrase or sentences. Total option answer you have to write, and this is how you should approach towards answering multiple choice questions. Okay, so after reading skill you answer writing skill. Okay, so you have 2 questions from writing skill. One will be a story, very small story, and the story you try to write the story in 1 page. Okay, in 1 page, and hardly 1.5 page, not more than 1.5 page, and do not exceed the word limit, right? Because see, this time your word story writing is not descriptive one. It comes under short composition. So short composition means hardly 120 words. When it comes to 120 words, your answer should not exceed 1 page length, but it can be Yeah, but one more thing, let me tell you. While counting word limit, while counting the words, always remember articles are not counted, prepositions are not counted, and helping verbs are not counted. Right? Pronouns are not counted. Always remember pronouns are not counted, helping verbs are not counted, prepositions are not counted, and then your pronouns are not counted, right? Only the core words are counted. Core words means it can be a proper noun, then it could be a common noun. These then main verbs, okay, like action verbs are counted. Suppose for example, he has been playing for an hour. So in this sentence has been will not be counted, playing will be counted, okay, and then for will not be counted, an hour will be counted. Understood? And pronoun he will also not be counted. So it's better you write 1.5 page for a 5 mark question. Okay, it depends. Like if you give a very wide margin, then 1.5 page, of course. And if your margin is very thin and you start from the top of the question answer script, in that case 1 page is sufficient. So it depends on how you give margin and from where on the answer script you are starting your answer from. Understood? Based on this you write your decide the length of your story writing. Understood? So there will be two writing tasks for you. Each will, and your writing skill will consist of 10 marks, two writing tasks of 5 marks each. Remember, one is descriptive paragraph, another is a story writing. But story writing is not the long composition, is short composition, hardly 1 page or maximum 1.5 page, not more than that. Okay, and then you proceed towards answering literature. So literature, I have given you all the samples to you. I have given you everything, like how many questions, what kind of questions will be there, how much marks are going to be there. So I have given you everything. So you have to just be systematic now and answer all the multiple choice questions together. And while you answer the multiple choice, do not be in a hurry, because if you are in a hurry you might end up losing marks. Why you will end up losing mark? Because some of the answers in the options might be very close, so you need to be अभी आप क्या Okay. So you need to be very careful as well as precautious. Otherwise, you might end up losing marks. All the options will appear to be identical. All the options will appear to be same. So you have to be very much careful and decisive while attempting multiple choice questions. So dear students, that's all for the day. We shall meet once again tomorrow at the same time, where I shall give you some tips about writing the literature answers. Okay, so thank you for your presence. We shall again meet at 11:30 tomorrow. Bye bye, take care.